Hi, I'm Dave from Military Antiques Toronto, and today I'm going to show you some more of the other items we have that have come in, we picked up, whatever, it's all good. Um, First and foremost, so I can remember what the hell it is because I'm going to forget, uh, is an 1885 pattern cavalry sword. So it's Canadian marked to the Fort Garry Horse. Unfortunately, like happens with all these swords, is they get mismatched. So the sword ends up in one place and the scabbard ends up in another, and then this isn't marked to this, and that happens. So it's unusual. Same with PO8 pattern swords to get them matching to the same unit, and if you do, it's good. Now I know I call this an 1885 pattern, but you will see that it's marked 90. So which means that this is an 1890, not an 1885, and I did virtually identical, except that supposedly this there weighs like 3 ounces more or something like that instead of for the 1885. So it's an 1890, but it has to have 90 on the back there, or it's not an 1890. So as you can see right there, it's marked to the Fort Garry Horse and a number of other units that have been crossed out. No other markings on here, except for, of course, War Department stamps and so on, and armor stamps. It's dated 94 also, but it's an 1890. On the back strap, there's a 2. There's nothing else, unfortunately, for unit on here except for War Department stamps, etc. There's some other markings on here. It looks like 12th Dragoons. Unfortunately, I wish it just said FGH for Fort Garry Horse, but unfortunately it doesn't. So another sword I picked up from a family that wanted them gone because they had nobody who was interested, unfortunately. That's the way it goes. Either I buy it or ends up in the garbage sometimes because people, oh wait, I'm a garbage man. Oh well, whatever. Some people don't have an affinity to keep it, don't want to keep it, whatever. That's what people do sometimes. At the same place, and these are listed on the website, I bought 2 car emblems. So obviously that's Canadian. That's kind of neat. Maybe we could say it's 4th Division. You could, if you felt so inclined. I guess if there's different colors of them, maybe there is, but I'm not going to bother doing that. And I believe that this is heavy artillery. So is this one Canadian? It came from a guy who's in the Canadian artillery. Very likely. So is it heavy artillery? Yeah, I'd say so with that. So it's horse artillery. But having said that, you know what? It could be British. It is made in England. We didn't make them. They're both marked J.R. Gaunt, London. Whatever. Something different. They are presently on the website, and they are for sale. So that came in. The problem with some of the stuff is you can't keep it all together because the lots are so big in some cases that no one's going to buy it all. I try to keep stuff together, but sometimes you just can't. So, bush dress. I had to think about that for a second. Bush dress slip-ons to a captain with Stay Bright pips. And you know what? Nice set. Another thing to get listed. I'll have to get to that. That'll also have to be photoed and put out. Artillery shell, 18-pounder. This is listed on the website. I know that because I just pulled it out. So clearly marked 18-pounder right there. Broad arrowed, 1914. It is not marked C broad arrow. British broad arrow there. Lots of different stamps on it. It's been made into an ashtray from trench art with a little silver coin in the middle. Kind of neat. I don't smoke, but something different. That is listed. And then we got a bronze star. And it's in the box. Fine. So I used Dr. Google to determine who this gentleman was. This is listed on the website. And it's named to William J. Faulkner on the back. So William J. Faulkner is I think he was a lieutenant colonel in the end, if I remember correctly, with the 100th Infantry Division. His obituary is available online. That's the only reason I figured out who it was, because I used Dr. Google, and Dr. Google is never wrong, don't you know? Just like those girls you find on the internet. They're all real, right? So, little buttonhole for him, some extra ribbons. I don't have the rest of his medals. It appears he had a long service, meaning a long service in the military is what I'm trying to say. That is listed on the website. I don't have anything else from him, unfortunately. Sometimes medals get separated. Russian medals are notorious for that. You'll get one medal and then you'll get another that's from somebody else. It's just notoriously like that. Because they're all numbered, the Russian ones. So nice to get a Bronze Star to an officer in the U.S. Army. So, and researchable because it clearly says he's 100th Infantry Division, if I remember correctly. I mentioned on my last video about some pictures, and I wanted to show them. So, artillery, wartime, really early in Canada, and then post. So, see him with the tractors and the pith helmets. So, if I remember correctly, those are called quad tractors, but 25 pounders there, and you see the pith helmets and the tropical clothing. So this is here in Canada. Unfortunately, there's no information on the back. You can't read it. It's in pencil and it doesn't say enough. So there's that. Most importantly, I wanted to show this. And as I said to you earlier about the helmet decal right there, you can see it's 3rd medium and RCA. And I really wish I had that helmet, but unfortunately I don't. Better so picture actually in here. Bunch of artillery. There's a better picture. That's a better. Right there, you can see 3 medium. Nice, better picture of the helmet decal. Like really nice, very nice piece. Again, but no information. Very cool. Most of the rest of this is just artillery shots of them with guns, etc. Nothing tremendous, but I really like that helmet. I wish I had the helmet, but whatever. So one day, right? No, doesn't matter. It's just stuff. It's only stuff. Last but not least is an Imperial Russian Pilots Badge, which is already gone. But I thought I should show it to you. So, would they make repros of this? I'm sure they did. Is this a reproduction? Definitely not. So, we go to the back. Don't ask me what that says. It's in Russian. I'd be lying to you, and I'm not going to try and translate it for you because I don't speak Russian. Probably my kid could tell me what it says. Right there, you can see a hallmark. If I remember correctly, it says 80, or 800, one or the other. And there's more marks on there, right there. So you got 3 different hallmarks on there. Nice little screw post. Nice little, like the whole thing. It's just, it really is a work of art. Imperial Russian stuff doesn't show up all the time anyways. But you know what? You don't find it. So this is already gone. Beautiful piece, but you don't find this stuff very often. So that truly is a work of art. But it's gone. As soon as the guy sends me his email, I will actually ship it to him. Or sorry, his phone number. So until then, I'm not shipping it. So maybe he'll see this. What do I know? So that's it for today. I thought I'd show you some more of the stuff I got. But you know what? There's always something else, right? Follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Check out my website, militaryantiquestoronto.com. You never know what's going to be on the website. We list 5 days a week. We're just taking more pictures right now to list even more stuff. So it's all good. Thanks for looking. Take care. Bye.